How's it going, guys? My name is TJP. Welcome back to another Madden NFL 25 franchise video. Our final normal rebuild here. Kansas City Chiefs. 5 seasons, injuries on, not meant realistic. We say name wrong, say name wrong. It's a video game today. Don't take it too seriously. We're just here to have some fun and bag on EA. And yeah, I know they're undefeated in real life, but we're using them anyway. Trying to finish it up before week 6. I'm trying to get this content for you guys. So if you appreciate it, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below some more videos. Go to social, play the second channel and main channel down below in the description. If you like other content from TJP, let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, so we're pretending that the Chiefs are not undefeated and that we're at the beginning of the regular season. Yes, I know they don't need to be real, but we are still playing as them anyway because why not? I'm doing all 32 teams like I said I would. And I want to look at the roster before we do anything. They're not really doing much, except trying to keep the team around, obviously. Patrick Mahomes, of course, is our QB. Halfbacks, Isaiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, and Smosh Perrine. Fullback, nobody. She Rice, Marquise Brown, McCole Hardman. A couple guys hurt, actually, so we'll see what ends up happening there. Tight end, Travis Kelce. Left tackle, Kingsley. We've got Thuney, our left guard. We'll have to re-sign him at some point. Creed Humphrey, center. Right guard, Smith. Right tackle is going to be Jawan Taylor. George Karlaftis is going to be our left end. Right end, Mike Dana. Chris Jones, defensive tackle. Leo Schnell. Schnell was our left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, Nick Bolton. Right outside linebacker, Drew Tranquil. McDuffie, Watson, Connor. Top 3 corners. Free safety, Brian Cook. Strong safety, Justin Reed. Kicking is Harrison Butker. Rice is going to be our punter, and then you have your picks right here. We actually have an extra 3rd, which is cool, but no 6th. Jets 7th, and then we have all our picks after that, it looks like, including this one that we can't see, because EA does not want to see, or have us see what it is. And we'll go to the improved team, see if there's any talent we can add, and, I mean, quite honestly, I feel like we're okay. A punter, I mean, we could get a better punter, but there's really nobody out there that's, I guess, that much better. I think we're just going to kind of keep the team as is. We'll see what ends up happening here with the squad. And that's pretty much about it. So let me get on to simulating, and I'll see you guys at the midseason. All right, so we're sitting at 4-2 right now in the AFC. Not too bad. Top of our division, AFC West. So let's take a look here at the stats on the season and just see what is happening with the team. So Mahomes, 1,627 yards, 16 TDs, 6 interceptions, 110.6 passer rating, doing Patrick Mahomes things. Kareem Hunt, 363, 4 TDs, 120 and 2 from Mahomes on the rush. Perrine with 72 and 1 TD. Travis Kelce, leading receiver, 402, 4 TDs, 402 and 8 from Juju Smith-Schuster. Xavier Worthy, 396 and 3. 273 from Hardman. Okay. And then you got Driscoll and the boys right here in terms of sacks allowed. Just 5 as a team. That's great. Hanson and Kingsley 2 apiece, and then Taylor with 1. Drew Tranquil, 40 tackles. A couple guys with 31. 27 from Connor. 25 from Jones. A couple guys with 21. Just kind of dips from there. You got your sacks. 4.5 from Jones. Derek 3. 1.5 from Caesar. Hicks and Karlaftis 1 apiece, and a half sack there from those guys. And then in terms of interceptions, 3 from Watson and a bunch of guys with 1. Then you're kicking, punting, kick return, punt return. Great. All right. Any moves you want to make? I mean, other than negotiating contracts, we have a lot of guys up for negotiation. Not too much money to do so, but we're going to try to see if we can keep around who needs to be keep around. So we'll start with Creed Humphrey. That should get the job done. And it does. Trey Smith, we want to stay around also, too. We'll throw Nick Bolton a contract like this. This should keep him around, and it does. And probably going to have to restructure contracts for sure. It should get it done for Justin Reed. Hopefully it does, and it does. That's great. Get him on a little bit of a discount. Marquise Brown. We'll throw you that kind of contract. That should work, and it doesn't because you're on the fence about it, but that's all right. Hardman, over the cap. All right, so now since he's got to think about it, they're the rest of the guys here that we need to re-sign, so we'll think about it. Yeah, and a couple guys there with options, so great. All right, we're going to see if there are any trades that we could potentially make to improve the team for this season. I mean, we're already a solid team, but if we can get better, why not try to get better, you know what I mean? We also just have to get healthier, too. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even mind trading for some picks this year. Let's see if I can try to trade for some picks. Maybe I'll do that instead. Because I feel like my team might get more expensive, so I might as well see if I can get some picks and develop some guys. And deal here with the Ravens. I'm trading in a future first, a 4th and 5th in 2027 as well, for their 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 2 5ths, and a 6th round pick this year. So we're going to add some more draft capital to the team. That's, I guess, pretty much about it. I'm not even going to try to make more trades for players. I think we're just going to rock out with the team, try to stay healthy, and see if we can get to the playoffs. Okay, let's take a look here. We were 12-5, great season, but we got the Bengals in the playoffs. So before we even do that, I guess we take a quick glance at bracket. We don't have to buy, the Ravens do. So do the Eagles, battle the birds, perhaps. But we're trying to win. Let's see if we can do it. Before we do, let's look at the stats. He played well and who didn't? Mahomes, well, he played pretty well. 4,150 yards, 42 TDs, 15 interceptions, 105 point for pass rating. Not terrible. 70% completion percentage. Kareem Hunt, 942, 9 TDs, 423 from Mahomes. Ryan with 219 and 4. In terms of receiving, Xavier Worthy, 992 and 9 TDs, 954 and 13 from Juju. Travis Kelce, 947 and 13, 852 and 5 from Cole Hardman. Very nice. Sacks allowed, 8 from Kingsley, 6 from Taylor, and 3 from Hanson. So just 17 as a team. That's not too bad. Nick Bolton, 104 tackles, 92 from Tranquil, 86 from Reed, McDuffie, 70, 68 from Watson, 64 from Jones, Connor with 58, 56 from Cook, Schnall with 47, 38 from Caesar, Derek with 36, 30 from Thomas, 29 from Carl Aftis, 25 from Hicks, and it kind of just dips from there. Sacks, 9 from Jones, Carl Aftis with 5, 4.5 from Caesar, Derek with 4, a few guys with 2.5, 2 from Tranquil, 1 from Hicks, a couple guys with a half sack. Then you got your interceptions, 5 from Reed, 3 from Watson, a few guys with 2, and several guys with 1. Kicking, punting, kick return, punt return. All right. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. But how nice will it be? Well, we'll find out. We didn't see the rankings of the midseason one, but they're the rankings. And, not too bad. Our worst thing was pass yards on the opponent's side, 22nd, but I think we should be able to beat the Bengals. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm just going to take off my shoes, so I'm doing that right now while this is kind of doing its thing. And I'm leaving them right there just like that. Now, you guys don't even see it, not that it matters. So let's super sim this boy to the end of the game. First blood will go to, looks like us. We're up 7-0. They'll tie it up. We'll take the lead again, 14-7, and now we're up 21-7. Second half, we're going to be up 11. They are going to now be up 18, now 11 again, now 18 again, and we're going to win this football game pretty easily, 42-24. We'll take it. Not too bad. So good job there from your Kansas City Chiefs getting the job done. And, yeah, Mahomes, what a game. Fantastic. 5 TDs, 340 yards, 39.7 completion percentage. That's excellent. Let's keep that up, please. So we have the Colts here, and you can see their rankings compared to ours. Colts only have the advantage in pass yards with 5th on the offensive side, but they're close to us in a couple categories. Nevertheless, I think we should be able to win this game, but knowing EA, you never know. So let's hop on in and see if we can advance to the AFC Conference Championship. Okay, so here we are. Chiefs are in the building, trying to win. Gotta win at least. I feel like I gotta win at least one with the Kansas City Chiefs. So I don't know if it's gonna be this year, but I feel like there's got to be at least one Super Bowl one in this video. 7-0 lead. We're gonna make it not 7-0. It's gonna be 7-3. Now it's gonna be 10-7. And all right, tied it up. Going to the second half. We're gonna be down by 7. We tie it up. Fourth quarter, they take the lead again. We tie it up. Can we get a stop? No, we can't. Oh, we're going slow. We have 1 play left. I was trying to go slow there to hop in, but I didn't get it. So this is a big play right here. We might lose this game. Mahomes needs a touchdown. 1 timeout. Oh my gosh. Okay, we had 1 timeout. 2 seconds. You got to get a touchdown here. Can we do it? Can we do it? This is it right here. This is the game. Mahomes looking. You got to catch that, Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, you got to catch that. I am banning Taylor Swift from the stadium until you catch those. Wow. I thought that was in his hands. I'm pretty sure that was in his hands. Let me see. Can we see an instant replay on that? No, was it knocked away? Let me see. It might have been knocked away. Let's see. No, I don't know about that. Yeah. Travis Kelce's got to come down with that. Wait, is he not down? Oh, he doesn't have the ball there. Okay. I wish you held on just a little longer, buddy. That's unfortunate. Really unfortunate. It was the Battle of the Birds like I predicted it to be. And the Eagles beat the Ravens. Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP. Burrow, NFL MVP. Harbaugh, Coach of the Year. Nico Collins, Offense Player of the Year, Defense Player of the Year, DJ. So you really get Offensive Rookie of the Year, Panthers. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jared versus Rams. Off-season time. Here we come. All right, we got to restructure contracts. That's first and foremost the biggest thing. Obviously, we'll accept McDuffie. Why wouldn't we? Trey Smith needs to be re-signed. Carl Aftis, we're going to accept his option. And as for everybody else, I don't know. Marquise Brown should sign this contract. And he wants to test. This is a bum. You are what we call a bum. No, we're not re-signing him. He's not a bum, but I'm not re-signing him for that price. No thanks. All right, let's restructure contracts, perhaps, and then see if we can get back some of these players and try to improve the team. So I'm going to let these guys test. I do probably going to need to get a right end then I'm Mike Gannis still technically. So, I mean, we're going to let these guys go, perhaps. I don't have a lot of cap room. I'm going to try to see if I can trade then for like a really good running back or something. So I'm probably not going to really even use free agency. So we're losing a little bit of talent, but we also have the draft, so we can add some more talent there. Guys developing, so I'm not too worried about it. But, yeah, let's see if we can improve the team, perhaps. All right, second, third, first, second, third. Some future picks right there, obviously. Going to the Lions, we're getting Jahmyr Gibbs and Wingo for defensive tackle. So I like it. A couple of guys that could help our team out a little bit. And, yeah, we're just going to head past free agency and then just go to the draft. All right, so here we go. Let's head on to the draft. We're skipping ahead to our pick. We have pick 28. So I'm just going to show you guys the first-round pick, and then we'll head on to the recap. So let's see here who my selection will be. So let's pick a player. There's some good talent here. Did I load in a draft class? I don't think I loaded in a draft class. So that's annoying. My draft class did not load in. At this rate, it's too late. So I'm just going to make my selection. And I'll load in my draft class next year. So it'll be a year behind, but it doesn't really matter. We'll just pretend that it's a year behind. Kind of annoying, but it's too late. I'm kind of already too far in the video for me to care. So we'll just go with... I guess I can go with a corner, free safety. I see Staley here. That could work. That could work right there. Staley. Right tackle. Defensive tackle. I really don't know. James Pierce. I'm going to go with, I'll go with Glenn Davis, I guess. Do I need Glenn Davis? I could go with him. I don't know. I don't even know who to go for. I have no idea who to go for. Now I'm just going to get a free safety. We're going to go Staley. And I probably reached. Actually, not a bad pick. All right. Let me do the rest of the picks. All right, so here's the recap. And this is the picks we got. So decent. We got a nice tight end, I guess. Two tight ends that are actually pretty solid. Overall, I guess not a bad draft. Let's head on to the second season. Let's look at the roster for the second season. And I'll make sure that the draft class is loaded in just for this year. Might as well, right? So, yeah, Mahomes, quarterback, halfback, Pacheco, Gibbs, and Edwards-Helaire. So, fun. I mean, Isaiah Pacheco's still hurt, which kind of stinks. But yeah, I traded for Gibbs. That's why I probably didn't. I should have realized I didn't need a halfbacks checkout, but he didn't even play. So that's why. Wide receivers got Worthy, Rice, and Hardman, top 3 guys. Tight end Travis Kelce, left tackle Kingsley, left guard Thuney, Creed Humphrey center, right guard is Smith, Taylor right tackle, left end Carl Laftis. Right end's Mike Dana. Defense tackle, Chris Jones. Wing goes back him up. We got Schnell's our left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, Nate Bolton. Right outside linebacker, Drew Tranquil. And then corners, McDuffie, Watson, and Connor. Top 3 guys. Free safety, Cook. Strong safety, Reed. Kicking is Butker. We're going to need a punter, which I can pick up if we have money to spend in free agency, which we might, but I'm not sure. Anger. Yep, we do. Okay, great. So we're going to do that. And it's great. Yeah, we'll load in the draft class. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to have any picks. So we'll get on to the midseason. Should be pretty solid if we can stay healthy, which I assume is kind of a challenge, but hopefully we can. So I'll see you at the midseason point where we are a good team. All right, and we are 4-2 again at the midseason point, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all. It's decent. It's decent. Let's take a look here then at the stats. Mahomes is looking pretty solid, I guess. 1,560 yards, 17 DDs, 4 interceptions, 72% completion percentage. Had a 120.1 percentage. Whatever it is, passer rating, quarterback rating, passer rating. Yeah, I'm forgetting. Anyways, Pacheco, 331, 2 TDs, 111, 2 there from Mahomes. Gibbs is my backup running back. Isn't that crazy? Receiving wise, got 473 and 5 from Rashee Rice. Travis Kelce, 377 and 3, 361 and 7 from Xavier Worthy. Harman, 198 and 2. Your blocking looks pretty good, but everybody is allowed at least 1 sack except for Norzad and Morris. So, I guess, but it's not that bad. You got your tackles, 36 from Tranquil, Bolton, 32, 20 from Reed, 25 from Watson, 20 from McDuffie. Schnell with 16, couple with 15, couple with 4, a few guys 14, 12 from Wingo, Dips. 2 sacks from Alford, and a bunch of guys with 1. Just 5 interceptions, McDuffie with 3, a couple guys with 1. And you have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. All right, and that's what we are at the midseason. Look at the rankings as well. I'll make sure that the draft class is imported for the second season. I mean, it kind of stinks that I forgot or just didn't load in. I guess I forgot. I don't know if I forgot. I might have forgot. I probably did. But it's loaded in now, so it doesn't really matter. It's 1 year difference. Big whoop. All right, anyways, negotiating contracts. Let's do it. We got 10 guys, but I can't do it because we are over the cap. And all right, so Pacheco's got to be re-signed. All right, so some talent that I'd like to keep around for sure. And then Gibbs and Felix have options. Okay. So let me head on to the playoffs because that's where we should be. I guess we'll see you then since I can't make any moves in terms of re-signing guys. Went 13-4, which means we have a bye in the playoffs. So that's great. So we're automatically divisional this year, which is wonderful. Let's take a look at the stats then and see what the story is. You can see Mahomes is the story. He had a great season. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. Rushing wise, Pacheco, 770, 10 TDs, 375 from Mahomes. Gibbs, 138 and 1. Yards for Rice, 1,064 and 13 TDs, 1,020 and 11 from Xavier Worthy, 83 and 11 from Travis Kelce. Carmen, 718 and 6. And very nice stuff there. You got your blocking. Sacks allowed, a couple guys with 7, 6 from Humphrey, 3 from Hanson, a few guys with 1. Defensively, 128 tackles from Drew Tranquil, 93 from Nick Bolton, Jalen Watson, 79, 76 from Justin Reed, Trent McDuffie, 64, 62 from Staley, Connor with 60, 55 from Schnell, 52 from Jones, kind of dips from there. Sacks, 5.5 from Jones, Mike Dana, 3.5, a few guys with 2.5, 1.5 from Tranquil, a few guys with 1, a couple guys with a half sack, and you get your interception. 7 from McDuffie, 4 from Reed, and a bunch of guys with 1. Kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. Very nice. All right, let's head on to the divisional. See who our opponent will be. Texans, and here our rankings compared to theirs. Honestly, our defense wasn't that great. Offensively pretty solid except for rush yards. But it is an interesting matchup, so we'll see if we can beat them. We're going to hop on to the divisional, try to see if we can get to the AFC Conference Championship. We'll see you in the Super Sim. Hope for the best. In the divisional, we're hopping on in the Super Sim. We're going to fast forward to the end of the game, hopefully win it, and advance on to the NFC Conference Championship, or AFC Conference Championship. I can't speak. 7-0 is what we're up. 7-3 now. We're going to make it 14-3. Now it's 14-10. 21-10, second half. We're going to be up by 4. Can we score here? We can. We make it an 11-point game again. They're going to make it a 3-point game. We make it a 10-point game. It's a 3-point game. We're going to go normal speed here. 2nd and 10. Penalty against the defense. Wow. Must have been pass interference. 9-yard touchdown there. And we make the extra point. 4:45 to go. We're going to keep it on normal. We're just kind of skip through. Big reception there. Another big reception. Incomplete pass. 3:08. Not going to hop in yet. 3rd and 3. 3-yard rush. 1st and goal. Okay, they get a touchdown. All right, let's just hop in now, I guess. We're only up 3. Houston has all their timeouts. That's the scary part. We need to just do something decent on offense. Otherwise, if we turn the ball over, they have a chance to tie or worse, win the game. So hopefully we can solidify this win. And it's not a bad run. 35-yard line. That's not terrible. All right, so minute 45. We're running it, and that is a 3-yard loss. Pacheco. Only 15 yards today on 9 attempts. That's not very good. So 2nd and 13. What are we doing? We're running. Got to get a first down. Can't get a block. 3rd and 8. That was a little bit better. 3rd and 8. But here, that's the problem. This is the problem. The innate problem is that you need to get a first down. You need to get a first down here. Mahomes looking and does. That is what we needed. So that'll be Texans' final timeout, which means we can just take the kneel. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Very nice. Clock is ticking, and we'll do it again for good measure. Here we go. Take the kneel, and we win the football game. Oh, we're not kneeling this time. Okay, we decided to run it there. That's fine. 3rd and 4. Now we're going to take the knee. And that'll be it. So 4th down, and that's it. The clock's going to run before we punt, right? No, we have to get it off. Okay. Well, we'll just punt it out of bounds, and that's fine. All that matters is we won the game. So we advance on to the AFC Conference Championship. So close one there against the Texans, but we slipped right on through. Holmes had 6 pass TD. That's really good. Shout out to him. But let's see if we can keep it up. Fins. They're their rankings superior ours. Should be a fun matchup. They're the ratings and the rankings and all that fun stuff. We have the home field advantage. Can we get to the Super Bowl? Let's find out. All right, I'm hoping for a Super Bowl appearance here. Let's see if we can get it. We're in a Super Sim. Fast forward to the end of the game. See what happens. First blood will go to us. And we'll score again. No, we won't. I thought we would. They tie it up. It's 14-7 going to the second half. We're going to have a 10-point lead. They get first blood in the second half. It is 17-14. They're going to score right there, make it 20-17. We take the 4-point lead. We're going to go normal speed here. 1st and 10, 7-yard rush, Lamar Jackson. 2nd and 3, 5-yard reception. Okay, incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 10. This is a big stop right here. We need it. And we do get it. So 4th and 10, they're probably going to go for the field goal. They do just that. So we have a 1-point lead. This is huge. Incomplete pass, Mahomes. 2nd and 10. 7-yard reception. 3rd and 3, you got to get a first down here. And you don't. Shout out to EA's Piss Poor Sim Engine. So now we have to punt. Shout out to EA's Piss Poor Sim Engine. All right, see if we play some defense. 1st and 10, 3-yard reception. 2nd and 7. 3rd and 3. This is a big 3rd down. And they get a first, of course. And a 9-yard reception. 2nd and 1. I'm going to hop in. 2-minute warning. Might as well. So you can play some defense. We're up 1. So the problem is they're going to go in field goal range. potentially win this game. We have 3 timeouts. They have 3 timeouts. We'll probably call one at some point. See, they might too. Let's get a stop. Ooh, we can't get a stop. Wow, that's an embarrassment. Wow, that's an embarrassment. Finally. Took an eternity for our defense to actually get there. It's got to be stop. 2nd and 8. Okay. 2-yard gain. You know they're gonna run it. They're running it. Here they might as well, and they do. And that time they don't get a gain. We call a timeout. 3rd and 8. I don't hate it. I don't hate calling the timeout because you want to prevent them from getting a first down. You need to get a stop here. Lamar's running, and nobody's gonna stop him. Thank you for playing great defense because you know he's gonna run. And then what do you guys do? You don't play defense. So now we're gonna lose this football game. Oh man, it's mind-boggling. You know he's not gonna throw it. Like, I mean, it's just ridiculous. So now we called all of our timeouts. We have no timeouts. No timeouts. It's just ridiculous. 2nd and 5. Yeah, they're going to win this game. Maybe Justin Tucker will miss because he missed a bunch of field goals when I played as the Ravens. Get a stop there. 3rd and 1. Can we prevent a first down? That's the biggest thing. Prevent a first down. Otherwise, let them go in the end zone. Get that rate, because then you're just wasting my time. All right, let him go in the end zone. Let him go in the end zone. Let him go in the end zone. All right, they call the timeout. 57 seconds. 1st and goal. And now he's in the end zone. Okay, 55 seconds. So they're gonna go for 2, which I guess makes sense. I mean, if they get it, great. If they don't, they don't. They're not going to get it. So, cool. We prevented that. So, a touchdown wins the game. We don't need the extra point. So, that's great. So, there's no tie. You basically got to score a touchdown. That is an okay run. 34-yard line, 50 seconds to go. It is doable. It's 66 yards, but it is doable. We just can't drop passes, and we got to be efficient on offense. Let's see if we can do that. It's a good start right there. That's amazing. That's a touchdown. That's the best thing we could have done right there. Was just give the ball to Rashee Rice and then have him run it in. So that's great. And we are going for 2 now, so that we can prevent. Well, so that if they get a field goal, they tie. They can only tie it. And we get the 2, so that's good. Okay. So now they need a touchdown to win the game. Otherwise, a field goal ties it. It's a good kick. It's a really good kick, by the way. So 37 seconds, they're at the 24-yard line. It's possible. 2 timeouts to get in the field goal range. Very possible. And I don't care about Derrick Henry because he's not on my team. All right. Let's see how we fare. Trying to get to the Super Bowl. Good sack. Big sack right there for Schnall. Let's go. All right. They have to call a timeout. 35 seconds. They got 1 timeout left. You know if we stop them here, it's going to be a timeout again. So, good deflection. 3rd and 17. They are not in field goal range right now, so all right. And that's an interception. Let's go. Was that who I think it is? Yep. Jaden Hicks. Jaden Hicks with the interception. Interception, Jaden Hicks. We don't need to see that. And that's it. We just take a knee and the game is over. We advance on, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the boys. Got the job done. Clutched it out. Clutched it out. They're going to call the timeout. They had the final timeout. I don't know. Maybe they can get lucky and They won't. So that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, your Kansas City Chiefs advance. Yep, just waiting. And that's it. There we go. Let's go. Shout out to the boys. Got the job done. Mahomes, pretty solid game. But job's not finished. But the 49ers, interestingly. And you can see their ranks compared to ours. They actually have more rankings than we do. They're slightly better on defense. But we have the advantage of offense, the overall advantage, and the better record. Playing in Dallas. Let's see if we can beat them. Should be fun. Should be a fun matchup. Okay, and here it is, the Super Sim. We're fast forwarding to the end of the game and seeing what happens. So let's jump forward. So first blood will go to us. We're up 7-0. They're going to tie it up. Nope, they just get a field goal. We go up 11. Now they're up. It's an 8-point game. Now it's a 7-point game. Oh, no, it's a 1-point game. And now we're losing by 5 somehow. All right, we're up 1. We get a stop. We go up 8. And they tie it. We got to go normal speed here. Kickoff. Let's see what happens. Touchback. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. 6-yard rush. 3rd and 4. Okay, we get a 7-yard reception. That's huge. 1st and 10. 9-yard reception. And we will hop on in because it'll be the 2-minute warning. This is big. It's a big driver here. Tie game. Tie game. Trying to get into scoring position. We're pretty close to it. 2 minutes. 2nd and 1. Let's try to get a first down here if we can. Mahomes will not get it. 3rd and 1. Need to get it here. Need to get a first down. Need a new set of downs. I think we're a little too deep for a field goal. So you got to get a first down. Need a first down. It's 1 yard. And you got it. That's exactly what we needed. Good job. No timeouts called. Clock will run. At the 40-yard line, so this is a decent spot. Still kind of far, but we could try to inch our way closer to range. That would be great. Ooh. All right. Very good. Just fall down, and they're going to have to call a timeout. So minute 35, 2nd and 2, 8-yard gain. We are in good shape for Butker. So this is where we need to be. 2nd and 2. We're just going to keep going closer, though. And we are going to be... Oh, good break. But not enough. So only 1-yard gain, though. 3rd and 1. A first down here would essentially seal it. And we get it. Oh, we get it. And we'll get a step out of bounds there. Let's go. We needed that. Now, they actually have 1 timeout left. Because we ran out of bounds. But a minute 25 there to go. Let's see if we can seal the deal here. Mahomes going to run it. I like it. And 6-yard rush. And we're going to call a timeout, actually. Not sure why. But, oh, injury timeout. That's why. All right, let's keep it going. Yep. Yep. Very good. And that's their final timeout. Minute 16. You don't need to... Honestly, don't score right here. Don't score right here. Don't give them, like, enough time. That's actually great. Let the clock run. Let it run. Let it run. Let it run a little bit. Okay, well, we scored there. Minute 1, that's fine. They have no timeouts. And we just make this extra point, and then they have to do the same thing we did to tie it up. And they have no timeout. So that's not bad. They did that in less time. They've got to do the same thing we just did in less time. So here we go. There's the kickoff. And they catch it. And they will be at the 26-yard line with 58 seconds to go. That means they have to go 74 yards. Do they have what it takes? I hope not. Well, that's a good catch, and they're going to get out of bounds there, 53 seconds. That was a good look. That was a very good look. I don't really like that. Okay, good drop there. 49 seconds, 2nd and 10. 49 seconds. We're trying to win a Super Bowl here in our 2nd season. That would be great. Takes the pressure off. That is not good. That is very bad for me. Clock will run down. That is very bad for me. They're going to throw out of bounds. 2nd and 10. 21 seconds. We have to stop them. Do not let them score. They are in the zone. Oh, it would have been great to have a sack there. 3rd and 10. That would have basically helped us. They're going to have one chance. They're going to throw this one away. Oh, it's a pick, but it was a flag that might be sent back. Oh, but we might go all the way. Oh man, I don't know. That might be a flag on us. I hate my life. I hate my life. I hate my life. I love my life. I love my life. I love my life. Let's go. 1 second left, and that's the game on the 2-yard line. A costly pass interference. A big stop there by our defense. After almost throwing it away, redeems themselves, and we win a Super Bowl. Let's go. 2nd season. Took us to the 2nd season. We're back on top. Chiefs back on top. Let's go. And I can hear Taylor Swift somewhere singing in the game. Is she in? I don't know if she's in the game. Who knows? But anyways, let's advance on to the off season. All right, so let's go to the season recap here. And Chiefs, obviously us. Mahomes, that Super Bowl MVP. He's also the NFL MVP. Gerard Mayo, Coach of the Year. Patriots, Clear Shakir. Woof. Offensive player of the Man, I can't speak. Offensive player of the year, Bills, Clear Shakir, Max Crosby, defensive player of the year, Randy Elling, Titans, and Jeff McLeod, Vikings. All right, cool stuff. Let's head on to the 3rd season. See who we have to negotiate with. All right, so the thing is that we have some pressure off of us, but I would like to try to win another Super Bowl if we can. The problem is obviously money is going to be an issue. But we'll try to see if we can restructure contracts. Just have enough money to keep around some of these players. So let's do just that. We're going to go to restructure salaries and see if we can keep around. Should be fun. Alright, so I'm going to franchise tag Pacheco, $11.5 million. That's fine with me, honestly. We still have a little bit of money to maybe sign a couple guys. Nothing crazy. But I'm also going to restructure some of the guys we just re-signed. So we should free up a little bit more money as well. I'm just going to try to get a couple extra players for the team. And I think that's pretty much about it. So let me do that, and we'll show you guys who we sign. Alright, show you guys a recap. So a few signings we made here. I got Odafe. We needed a right outside linebacker. We got one. We got Tommy Townsend to be a punter now. Elam, corner, and another wide receiver in De'Ami Brown. Yeah, depth wide receiver, though. So, okay, works for me. In terms of the draft, I'll show you guys the recap since I don't think I have any first-round picks. These are the real guys, so I would show you this one, but I don't think I have any first. So, yeah, I guess I'll just see you guys the recap. Hey, so we're going to go to the draft recap here, view the details, and you can see, nothing crazy, just a few, some 4th-rounders. So, a couple corners, a halfback, and a fullback. Not bad. Let's head on to the 3rd season roster for the 3rd season. It is looking pretty good. We got Mahomes, obviously, as our quarterback. Halfbacks, Pacheco, Gibbs, and Steele, top 3 guys. Beckett, fullback. Wide receivers, Worthy, Rice, and Hardman, top 3. Tight ends, Wedstrom. So I guess Travis Kelce retired. Kingsley is left tackle. Left guard, Joe Thuney. Creed Humphrey, center. Right guard, Smith. Juwan Taylor, right tackle. Left end's going to be Carl Laftis. Right end's going to be Mike Dana. Defensive tackle, Chris Jones. Left outside linebackers, Chanel. Middle linebacker, Nick Bolton. Right outside linebacker, Odafe Owe. Corners, McDuffie, Watson, and Connor, top 3. Free safety, Staley. Strong safety to be Reed. Kicking is Butker. Punting will be Townsend. And We just have a 6th and a 7th round pick, I guess, in 2027. So that's what we've got going on. So here we go. Let's see how we fare. There's really no moves I want to make. This is going to be the team. We could look at the trade center. We do have some cap room. We could try to add another piece. And I mean, we could look. We could look. We could try to get another receiver. I guess we could see what's out there in the market. All right, Malik Neighbors, Evan Neal, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Going over to the Giants will be Schuster, as well as 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and 3rd round picks. We get some extra depth picks this draft class, and we get some good players there that are relatively young. So I like it very much. So that's it for me. Let's see you guys in mid-season point. All right, so we are 5-2, which is really good. That's it's very nice. Yeah, I'll take it. Listen, there are the rankings compared to the Raiders. Looks good. I mean, just in general, looks pretty good. So I like it. But how are the players doing individually? Well, Mahomes looks like he's doing really good. He's already thrown for 2,000 yards. He's got 18 TD, 3 interceptions, 6-to-1 ratio, 77% completion percentage, 120.3 pass rating is really good. Pacheco, 284 and 2, 141 and 2 there from Mahomes, 83 from Gibbs. Rice, 542 and 9, 426 and 3 from Xavier Worthy. Malik Neighbors, 399 and 2, 394 and 3 from Wedstrom, which is good. Blocking, only 5 sacks allowed. Kingsley with 3, 2 from Jawan Taylor, 43 from Leo on the tackles, 40 from Nick Bolton, Jalen Watson, 38, a couple guys with 31, 29 from Connor, 24 from Staley, Chris Jones, 20, and it dips from there. He also has 5 sacks, a couple guys with 2, and a few guys with 1. Interceptions, just 3 as a team. McDuffie, 2, McBolton, 1. And there's your kicking, punting, kick, and punt return. And that's it. Can we continue to play well? Hopefully. Think we're over the cap. We are. So, McDuffie, got to keep him around. Pacheco, got to keep him around. Rice, Karlaftis, Connor. Yeah, there's some good players here. Anybody with options? Yep, Worthy and Neighbors. So that's cool. But we'll restructure, and we should be able to free up enough money to hopefully sign all those guys. If I have to go over the franchise tag, you know I will. But for now, let's just worry about this season and getting to the playoffs and trying to win another Super Bowl. We have ourselves a playoff matchup against the Ravens. We were 12-5. See our rankings there as a team. Not bad. Not bad. So, good season. Once again, let's look at the stats. And, yeah, Mahomes was amazing. Not a surprise. I don't know why you'd be surprised at this point. Really good numbers. Rush-wise, Pacheco, 646, 7 TDs. 280 and 2 from Holmes. Gibbs, 174 and 1. Receiving-wise, 1,181 and 17 from Rashee Rice. Malik Neighbors, 1,015. 115 and 11. We have 1,069 and 9 from Wedstrom. Xavier Worthy, 965 and 5. So that's pretty cool to see. Sacks allowed, 7 from Kingsley. Taylor with 4, 2 from Smith, and 1 from Thuney. Tackles, 118 there from Bolton, 109 from Leo, 74 from Staley, a couple guys with 73, 70 from McDuffie. Connor's got the nice number, 50 from Jones, Adolphe with 41. Very nice, and it dips. Sacks, 14 from Jones, that's great. 8 from Karlaftis, few guys with 3, few guys with 2, couple guys with 1.5. Interceptions, 3 from McDuffie, a couple guys with 2, and several guys with 1. Then you have your kicking, punting, kick return, punt return right there. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna stop saying cool. Oh, you know what? If we didn't lose those games right there, it could have easily been 14-3, and that would have given us the advantage. But it's all right. Let's see if we beat the Ravens. That's all I care about is winning. So if it takes us longer, it takes us longer. As long as we win, that's the main goal. Little face-off right there, Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. My nose is running, so I probably have to blow it. Probably, right? That's the smart thing to do. We're going to jump forward to the end of the game. First blood will go to the Ravens. They're up 3-0 on a field goal. We take the lead, though, in the second quarter by 4. And it's going to be an 11-point lead going to the second half. We get first blood, 21-3. They're going to make it 21-10. Going to the fourth quarter. They will be getting a field goal. Yep, all right, we won this game. Yep, we won it 20-13. Thought maybe I'd have to hop on in, but we don't. So shout out to the guys getting back to divisional. Let's see where our opponent will be. Mahomes, pretty solid game. We outplayed Lamar Jackson. Defense did well too, so can't complain about it. Colts. This team beat us in the first season. So they have the secret formula being Chiefs. But let's see if we can beat them this year. Get to the AFC Conference Championship again. That would be nice. Let's see if we can do it. So the divisional is here. Let's see how we fare. We got snow in Kansas City. Oh, man. Don't ask Ichiro how August in Kansas City is. Believe me when I tell you. All right, first blood. We'll go to the Colts. We tied up, though, and they take the lead. Second quarter, they're up by 14. That's not good. Now they're up 21. It's 28-14. Second half, 28-17. Now 35. We make it 35-24. They make it 38. Fourth quarter, we got to get a stop. We don't get a stop. Oh, yeah, we're losing this game. Yeah, Colts have the advantage over us, man. Colts have our number. 52 points. That's not going to cut it. So we lose in the divisional against the Colts. I hope we don't play them again. Man, Anthony Richardson, 6 TDs, 370 yards. Yeah, he ran a marathon around my defense. So the give it taketh. Luckily, we got the Super Bowl already, but I would like to win at least one more. We got 2 more seasons to do it. Not going to win it like that. I can tell you that much. Got to be better. So it was the Packers and the Bills. Packers lose to the Bills. Bills get their first Super Bowl. James Cook, Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow, NFL MVP. Matt LaFleur was Coach of the Year. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Offensive Player of the Year. Lions, Offensive Player of the Year is Myles Garrett. Browns. Jalen Milroe, Saints. Offensive Rookie, Defensive Rookie of the Year is Juwan Dyson, Steelers. Very cool. Set on to the... Alright, so we have negotiations, but we are over the cap. So we're going to have to restructure contracts before we do anything else. So let me... get on to that. A lot of guys to restructure, Mahomes being one of them, and that just frees up so much money. So we're going to keep doing that. Jones has got a lot of money too. So, yeah, we'll be able to free up enough money to re-sign all of our guys, I think, or at least, you know, close to it. So let me do this, and I'll get back to you and see who needs to test and who will re-sign. I accidentally skipped past. I accidentally advanced the week. I'm messing up this video. I meant to do restructurings and negotiate contracts. Fuck. That's annoying. It's really annoying. I hate my life. I really hate my life so much. Ah, man. So frustrating. Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to be able to resign anybody now. That was very, very annoying. And didn't mean to do that. Joke. Thanks, EA. Alright, I'm a little annoyed, but, you know, I got back a couple of our guys. McDuffie and Pacheco. Unfortunately, I would have had more guys. I lost Carl Aftis and Rice. I mean, I don't know if I would have had them, but very frustrating. Very frustrating. I mean, I guess I got Grady Jarrett, and I need a left guard, Kendrick Green, because Dooney retired, so. Very annoying. Yeah, we lost Mike Gano, so. Yeah, a lot of guys lost that I wanted to keep. Super frustrating. Super frustrating. But that's my fault, I guess. I don't know. Either way, I mean, we'll still be fine, I think. We'll still be a good team. It's not like we're not going to be a good team. We could try to get some more picks, I guess. That would probably be the biggest thing. Just try to get some young guys. Maybe just swap some of these picks here for picks for this year. Yeah, let me see if I can do that. 6th and 7th for the Broncos. Trading away a bunch of picks right there. So that's it. I'm just going to try to add some more talent to the team. Do the draft. I'll show you guys a recap. Then we'll head on to the 4th season. All right, let's view the draft recap. For those that are curious, here it is. I mean, I guess we got some decent pieces. We actually got a nice halfback, but that's pretty much about it. So yeah, let's head on to the 4th season and try to see if we can get back to the playoffs. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look at the 4th season roster, and yeah, it's pretty good. Patrick Mahomes, quarterback. Halfbacks, Pacheco, Gibbs, and Holiday, top 3 guys. Fullbacks should be Beckett, Worthy, Neighbors, and Hardman, top 3 receivers. Wedstrom's going to be our tight end. Left tackle, Kingsley. Left guard, Kendrick Green. Center's going to be Creed Humphrey. Trey Smith. Right guard, right tackle, Evan Neal. Left end's going to be Anudike Uzoma. Right end, Grady Jarrett. Defensive tackle, Chris Jones. Left outside linebacker, Leo Schnell. Middle linebacker, Bolton. Owe, right outside linebacker. Corners, McDuffie, Watson, and Witherspoon, top 3 guys. Staley still our free safety. Strong safety is Reed. Kicking is Butker. Punting is Townsend. And it's a good team. Is it good enough to make it back to the playoffs? I think so. But does EA think so? Let's go to the midseason and assess from there. 6. I mean, our team is pretty bad. I guess, well, I guess not. I guess we're going to be bad this season. There are the negotiations that we have to do. Considering the 5th-year options that I didn't sign everybody to. Unfortunately. Yeah, sucks. But what are you going to do when EA and myself are not paying attention? I mean, Mahomes is not the problem, obviously. He's playing really well. Rush-wise, Pacheco, 325 TDs, 106 and 1 from Holmes. Gibbs, 103 and 1. Receiving, Redstrom, 509, 3 TDs, 48 and 4 from Xavier Worthy. Malik Neighbors, 432 and 2, 403 and 5 from Hardman. Blocking, 6 sacks allowed from Kingsley. Evan Neal with 4, 1 from Green. Defensively, Leo with 46, 43 from Bolton, 38 from Watson. Hicks with 35, 33 from McDuffie, 27 from Reed. Staley, 25, 20 from Jones and Jarrett. 3 sacks from Jones and a bunch of guys with 1. Not a single interception. That's not good. Okay. Defensively, we are struggling. Clearly. Now, can I trade for some defensive talent? Maybe. Because I think that's our problem. Oh, yeah. It is our problem. I'm going to make some trades. If I have cap. Do I have cap? A little bit. I'm going to try to see if I can trade for some talent here. I don't know if I have a lot of picks, but I'm going to try my best to see if I can finagle a move. Let's see if I can do it. A done deal here with the Commanders. I'm getting Van Dyke and Mayweather from the Commanders for Wingo and 5 picks. Try to fill out some positions of need here. I'm gonna try to kind of get BJ Hill. Can I get him? I can't. I'm over on him. These guys probably want a little too much. I'm gonna try Lacey, maybe. He even wants too much. I think left guards out there I can get. Maybe Laken Tomlinson. No, I can't even afford him. All right, I'm basically over the cap. So I made my trade. I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we can turn it around, but I'm not counting on it. I think this might just be a down year for us, or maybe the beginning of the end. Who knows? So we ended up going 8-9. Didn't make the playoffs, unfortunately. So I guess we'll just have to try to see if we can make it back next season in our 5th and final year. So you can see there, Mahomes had some good numbers. Pacheco, 950 and 10, 281 and 1 from Mahomes, 216 and 1 from Gibbs. Receiving wise, Worthy, 1,021, 11 TDs, 1,016 and 9 from Neighbors. Mike with 94, 9, 937 and 10 from Hardman. On the receiving, in terms of blocking, Kingsley, 10 sacks, a little too high, 6 from Neal, 4 from Green, 2 from Humphrey, and a couple guys with 1. 116 tackles from Leo, 103 from Bolton, 81 from Watson, 75 from Reed, 73 from Hicks, Staley with 68, 61 from McDuffie, a couple guys with 49, 42 from Van Dyke, 40 from Owe, sacks 11 from Mayweather, 5.5 from Jones, Van Dyke 3.5 and 1.5 from a couple guys, and a bunch of guys with 1, a couple guys with a half sack. 5 interceptions a team, 2 from McDuffie, and a few guys with 1. And you have your kicking, punting, kick, and punt return. All right, so obviously, like I said, didn't make the playoffs this year. We're just going to advance on to the offseason, look at the stats, and, yeah, head on to the 5th and final season and maybe win it next year or just have a better chance to make the playoffs next year. Who knows? And the Eagles win. Jalen Carter, Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow, NFL MVP. Sean McDermott, Coach of the Year. Brandon Ayuk, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Jamal Meadows. Clay Olsen, Panthers, and Kelvin Cheeks, Vikings, Offensive, Defensive Rookies of the Year, respectively. Off-season time, and then we'll head on to the fifth and final season. All right, so obviously we got some new guys to negotiate. Now I just got to make sure before I negotiate to accept options on some of our players. And also when I restructure not to advance by mistake. Because, my goodness, I don't want to have to do that. Because that would be bad. So, let's see if we can restructure and re-sign some of those guys there. Because I definitely want to re-sign them, for sure. So, let's go to the team salaries and try to see if we can restructure and free up some cap space. Well, bad news. Bad news. Because some of these guys have restructured 3 times, I cannot restructure again. So, I'm losing out on either Neighbors or Worthy. And I'm also going to be losing on Gibbs and all these other guys here. So, the team just gets worse. Most likely. Unless I'm able to re-sign. I can't re-sign Gibbs. So, Pacheco, I guess, will just be a running back, which is fine. I mean, Hicks, I'd like to keep around if we can. But then if I do that, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I won't have enough to franchise tag, so we are going to be losing some talent. I'll try my best, but it looks like, yeah, no, there's no way we can actually keep anybody here. And then also franchise tag. So I got to pick somebody. Do I pick Neighbors? Do I pick Worthy? I probably pick Xavier Worthy because he's been on the team longer, so I will go with Xavier Worthy over Neighbors, but the team just gets worse in the 5th and final season, unfortunately. So let me franchise tag, and then we're just going to go on to the next season, I guess. I mean, we have the recap. I'll show you guys that quick. Well, obviously, I didn't sign anybody, so we're just going to simulate the draft. I don't have any first-round picks, so we'll show you guys who we get, and then we're just going to have the final season. All right, let me show you guys the recap, and then we'll head on to the 5th and final season. It's that simple. And, well, yeah, we had actually no picks, so it didn't really matter. All right, I guess, yeah, 5th and final season, here we come. Hey, I'm a little nervous for the team, but I still think we are, have some talent. Mahomes, starting QB. Halfbacks, Pacheco, Holiday, and Johnson. Top 3 running backs. Fullback, Beckett. Worthy, Hardman, and Staley still are top 3 receivers. Tight end's going to be Wedstrom. He's hurt right now. Left tackle, nobody, so I guess the game's going to have to give me one. Left guard, Kendrick Green. Center's Creed Humphrey. Trey Smith. Right guard. No right tackle as well. Danny Van Dyke, left end. Right end's going to be Mayweather. Defense tackle, Chris Jones. Leo's left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker's Bolton. Right outside linebacker, Owe. Corners, McDuffie, Witherspoon, and Bates, top 3. Free safety, Staley. Strong safety, Otting. Kicking is Butker. And punting is Townsend. And that's it. So, for the 5th and final season, we don't have any money. We have already exhausted that avenue. So, I should have traded for some picks. I didn't. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I still think we can be decent, but I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping we can. I don't think we'll be a Super Bowl team, but I don't know. In our final season of all the normal team rebuilds, let's see how the Chiefs can do. So we are 4-3 right now at the mid-season point. Not bad. Not bad at all. 3rd in the AFC West, or 3rd in the AFC. Ooh, bless me. Thank me. Top of the AFC West, or 3rd in the NFC. Not bad. And AFC. I keep sneezing. I'm losing focus, man. Oh my goodness. I shouldn't be recording at 12:05 in the morning, and I'm recording after a long day. So, Mahomes, though, great season so far. Pacheco, 405 TDs, 130, and 2 from Mahomes on the rush. Holiday there as well with the TD. Ed Worthy, 543, 4 TDs, 430 and 3 from Wedstrom. Murphy, 416 and 8, 399 and 5 from Hardman. Okay, I like it. Blocking, you see the sacks allowed. Okay. So we picked up these guys to be on our team. Cool. Defensively, 57 tackles from Bolton. Leo with 34, 29 from Witherspoon, 28 from Otting, 27 McDuffie. Staley with 24, 21 from Mayweather. A few guys with 19, 17 from Bates, 14 from Wakefield. And then on sacks, 3.5 from Jones, 2 there from these guys, 1.5 from Bolton, and a couple guys with 1. Just 3 interceptions. Staley 2, 1 from McDuffie. Then you have your kicking from Butker, punting from Townsend, kick return and punt return as well. And that's the team. I mean, I can't make any trades. This is the squad. Can we win enough games to make the playoffs? Hopefully we can. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, so we actually had a really great second half of the season. We ended up going 13-4. Unfortunately, didn't get the bye, but still nevertheless pretty good. Bills made it at 8-9. Wow, that's crazy. We're taking on the Ravens again in the wild card. You can see their standings compared to ours. Actually, had we won against the Texans, they would have been able to get the bye. But we lost by 4. Shout out to EA's Sim Engine, by the way. Don't forget it. You heard it here first. There, the ranking. Ranking looks pretty good, surprisingly. Let's take a look at the stats. And then we'll go on to the Super Sim. So Mahomes had some good numbers there. 4,667 yards, 49 TDs, 6 interceptions, 75% completion percentage, at 124.1 passer rating. You had your rush there for Checo, 827 and 7 TDs, 475 and 5 there from Holmes, 156 and 1 from Adonis Holiday. Receiving wise, Worthy was 1 yard shy of 1,300. He had 10 TDs as well. 1 shy from 1,070 and 9 TDs from Mike Wedstrom. Hardman, 854 and 13, 847 and 12 from Luke Murphy. Pretty cool. Don't even know who he is, but he's on my team. 12 sacks allowed from Adams, 7 from Oliver, 4 from Green, 2 from a couple guys, 1 from a couple. So everybody had a lot of sack. Don't have a lot of O-linemen, which is kind of crazy, but tackles, 119 from Bolton, 101 from Schnall. Witherspoon, 76, 74 from McDuffie, a couple guys, 66, 62 from Bates, 60 from Mayweather, 52 from Jones, 45 from Owe, and it dips from there. 8.5 sacks from Mayweather, a couple guys with 7, a couple guys with 5, 2.5 from Rhodes, 2 from Otting, 1 from Galloway, and a couple guys with a half sack. 3 interceptions from Staley, and a bunch of guys with 1. And you have your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. And that's it. Can we win and advance on? Let's find out. I'm going to take a quick look at the playoff bracket just out of curiosity. Seahawks also got the bye. I hope we can win. It'd be great if we could. Let's see if we can. Super Sim is where we are going to be. We end the video, or end just the series in general for the normal team rebuilds, that is, will we be able to win more than 1 game in the playoffs? Will we actually be able to win a game in the playoffs? I don't know. That's why we're simming. So first blood will go to us, though. We're up 7-0. Good start, 14-0. Second quarter, we're going to go up 17-0. They get a field goal now. We're up 24-3. Make it 31-3. Yeah, it's a blowout. So we're going to win this one, most likely. 31-6. 31-13. Okay, never mind. It's 31-20. All right, there we go. 30-20. Okay, yeah, we're going to win this one. 45-26. 7. 45-27. All right. We got the job done going to the divisional. That's good. Mahomes had a great game. We had a great first half. Not greatest second half, but a great first half. So hopefully we play like we did in the first half. Every single playoff game. Bengals now. You can see their rankings compared to ours. They were first in pass yards, and that's their only ranking they have over us. We were fifth in it, but they have some good rankings like offense points per game, opponent rush per game. But we do have the advantage in everything except for the pass yards. So should be fun. I don't want to quit just yet. Let's see if we can go on to the championship matchup here. We have to beat the Bengals first. All right, here we go. The divisional is here. And we're going to hop on the Super Sim. Fast forward to the end of the game. Let's see how we fare. So here we go. First blood will go to us. We're up 7-0. First quarter, they're going to make it 7-3. And they're actually going to take the lead. No, they're not. We are up 11. And going into the second half, we're going to be up 14. 17-3. They're going to score first time, 17-10, make it 24-10. Fourth quarter, we make it 27-10, 34-10. We're going to win this football game, 34-18, and advance on to the AFC Conference Championship matchup, which is very nice. Again, great job by the defense, great job by the offense, and the most important thing is we got a double U. Although, you should write it like this. People, I feel like, write it like this. Double V. I don't know. Either way, let's head on. All right, and it's the Cleveland Browns. I feel like I very rarely ever see the Cleveland Browns in the playoffs. So that should be fun. You can see their rankings compared to ours. We have the advantage over them and everything. They do have some talented players. They actually have the best player in the game, which is going to be Myles Garrett. Best player in our game that we're playing in, at least. Let's see if we can beat him. Hop on into the Super Sim. Fast forward to the end of the game. Can we do it? Let's find out. AFC Conference Championship game. We are at home against the Cleveland Browns. Can we win and advance to the Super Bowl, or will our video and season and series end here? At least for the normal teams, that is. Tied up here, second quarter. We go take a 10-7 lead now, 17-7 lead. They're going to make it 17-7 still, okay? Let's make it 20-7. Going to the fourth, we're up 26-7, 26-10, and we easily win this football game, 33-10. And we're in the Super Bowl. I mean, we haven't had a close game this season. So despite my futility as GM losing all my players last season, this year we've done a great job, and we're back in the Super Bowl. It would be great to end this series on a Super Bowl. It would be great. Let's see what EA thinks. Who's our opponent? Let's find out. Is the Packers. I will not underestimate the Packers because they can do some damage in the Super Sim. And as you can see, we have the advantage over them and everything except for the rush yards. They were third in that. They were sixth in offensive points per game. But the question is, how well will we fare against them? They were 9-8. We're 13-4. The advantage over them and everything doesn't mean we'll win. So let's hop on in, see what happens. It would be great to end it on a win. 2 Super Bowls in the video. That would be awesome. Can we do it? That's why we're going to the Super Sim. Let's find out everything, and we are here in the Super Sim. Tampa Bay, our final game. Regardless of the outcome, this is our final game. So let's just sim to the end of the game and win. We're taking an early lead. 10-3 in the second quarter. Let's make it 17. We don't. Make it 13, though. So we're up 10. Now we're up 17. They're going to make it a 10-point game. We're going to make it a 17-point game. Fourth quarter. I'm going to go normal speed. 3rd and 3. 9-yard reception. We're going to hop on in. You know what? We're going to hop on in. 2-minute warning, perhaps? Or we're going to get this play off. We're going to get this play off. And that is a good run. And 2-minute warning, 2nd and 3. Minute 59 to go. Now, it is doable. It is conceivable that they can come back. But I don't think they will. I think it is a 2-possession game. We're going to try to keep it that way. They're going to have to call a timeout there, 3rd and 2. Are we in field goal range? Not really. So we have to get a first down. First down would be huge. And we get it. So that pretty much seals the deal for me, I'd say, as they have 1 timeout left, and I think we're in good shape. I think we got this football game in the bag. That is a big run right there from Isaiah Pacheco. Big run. Minute 46, that's it. I think we're just taking the knee. No, we're going to run it. Are we running it? We're taking the knee. Yep, kneeling it. And that's it. They don't have any timeouts, so the clock's just going to run down, 2nd and 11. We might punt, but that's it. It's a 10-point game. They can't win it. So we're gonna end this video on a Super Bowl victory. 3rd and 8. Yeah, that's it. We did it. We ended the video, and I didn't even have to hop on in, I don't think. But I mean, I was like, it's kind of close enough to hop in, but not really. I only hopped in just because we're actually gonna get a field goal here potentially. Let's see. And yep, we're gonna make it 13. Just for good measures, the finishing touches. 30-17, and your Kansas City Chiefs win the 2nd Super Bowl of this video. So, congratulations to them. We end the series on a Super Bowl for all the normal team videos. How do you like them apples? And yeah, we were able to contain Jordan Love for the most part. So, let's head on to the off-season and season rewards, whatever you want to call it, and then close with the video. Season recap. And Mahomes is the Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow, NFL MVP. Mike McDonald, Coach of the Year. Mahomes was also the Offense Player of the Year. Broncos, Browning was the Defense Player of the Year. Jalen Windsor, Cowboys Offensive Rookie, Defense Rookie of the Year was Tommy Fulton, Seahawks. And with that being said, let's go to the full screen, close out the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, comment down below some of my videos. Go to socials, play the second channel, the main channel down below in the description if you look at the comment PDJP. So we finally did it. We did all 32 teams. For anybody that missed a team, they're down below in the description, the playlist. So now, where do we go from here? Well, we have our fantasy draft. We'll do that at some point. I don't know when, because I have to really get I have to lock into like NHL content. I have to lock into 2K content, and we also have like some soccer that I have to post. I posted one video and didn't post it, so I'll probably post a FIFA or EA Sports FC, whatever it's called, video at some point this weekend. So be on the lookout for that. I still have some college football teams that people wanted me to do, so I'll try to see if I can throw those in here and there. But those, don't expect those to slow down and probably stop at some point, just because, like I said, I have to get this other content out. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even, like, the NHL season's been full swing. Like, my first video for NHL didn't even come out till, like, after the season started, so crazy. I know, I have so many games. But anyways, that's it. So we'll try to see if we can throw in some Madden content, try to get the fantasy draft, like, you know, somewhat relatively soon, and then there's some other videos that I think a couple of people want to see. So we'll find some time to upload. But for now, I bid you a farewell. Take care. See you soon. Peace.